First up on the show, the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi arrived in Kyiv following a tedious train journey spanning more than 10 hours. His arrival marks the first visit by an Indian Prime Minister to Ukraine since its independence from the Soviet Union in 1991. Prime Minister Modi has called on the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and shared his perspective on a peaceful resolution for the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Prime Minister Modi was greeted with chants of Modi, Modi by members of the Indian diaspora in the war-torn country. After enjoying some light moments with the diaspora, Modi even shared a few images on his social media X handle as well.
भूमिका में देखिएगा और जब हम बात करते हैं यूक्रेन और भारत की तो दोनों के लिए ये विन-विन सिचुएशन है क्योंकि
Now, soon after this, the Indian Prime Minister proceeded to pay tributes to Mahatma Gandhi in the Ukrainian capital. He was still surrounded by members of the Indian diaspora who were trying to catch up a close glimpse. The Prime Minister's visit to Kyiv comes nearly 6 weeks after his high-profile trip to Moscow. The US and some of its Western allies have criticized the trip, even as India maintains its stance of calling for peaceful resolution through talks since the beginning of the conflict in 2022. And the Indian Prime Minister's visit to Ukraine is a first in nearly 3 decades, and there's a close eye for all sorts of emerging signals, especially coming as it does in the backdrop of the Russia-Ukraine war. Our principal diplomatic correspondent Siddhant Sibal sent us this report from the Indian Prime Minister on the Indian Prime Minister's visit. Listen in.
I'm here at the residence of President Zelensky. We are inside. In a short while from now, the Indian Prime Minister and President Zelensky will be holding talks. This is also the place where the famous Telugu movie RRR was shot. This movie, of course, became a blockbuster globally as well. But essentially, when it comes to the big conversation, everyone will be closely watching the big outcomes and, of course, how the Indian side provides more assistance to Ukrainian side and also helping Ukraine in post-war reconstruction efforts. The Indian government, of course, has emphasized on dialogue and diplomacy and as to how no solution can come on the battlefield, and essentially the focus will be on both sides coming together for dialogue. That will be the message by New Delhi. But the fact that the Indian Prime Minister is here in Kyiv will be a strong show of support for President Zelensky. With video journalist Neeraj Patel, Siddhant Sibal for WION at President Zelensky's residence in Kyiv, Ukraine.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.